and welcome to another video. This time we're going to be doing some macros with assassins. We did get some comment in the wizard video regarding assassin, so here I am making one for assassin. So this is my assassin. It's only level 32. I unlocked a few skills that benefits with the macros. So we do have fragmented star, for example. We have lucky star. Star chaser is really good for macro. Same with star flurry. And then you have shadow cutter, for example, as your macros. So I put them on my home, on my delete and then page down. These are my macros, so you can see sort of how I do it. So my home, my delete one is literally the first one that I did over here, called Lucky. So you utilize with Star Flurry and Star Chaser, and then you basically use the basic attack with Lucky Star. And this is your skill when you don't have any spirit. Fragmentation star or fragmented star is the one with the AoE part, when you throw your star and it explodes into multiple stars. I use this for whenever I need to AoE, and that combines with the Star Flurry and Star Chaser. This is a skill that uses a lot of spirit, so make sure to not spam this only, because you're probably gonna have to go back to the Lucky macro. As for the test, we're doing this with the Lucky Stars, Shadow Cutter, Star Flurry and Star Chaser. So this is a filler with the Shadow Cutter in the build. This was requested in the comment section in the wizard video, and there seemed to be some issue with it apparently, so we're gonna look it up at the moment, see how it goes. So using it off, you can see my character is throwing the Star Chaser and the Lucky Star, but after a while you'll stop to see that I'm not using the Shadow Cutter anymore at some point. And the reason for that is I don't have enough spirit to use Shadow Cutter, including Star Chaser, Star Flurry, and obviously Lucky Star doesn't cost anything, but you will stop sort of to use it, and that's going to be a problem. And to counter with it, or to fix it, is that you need to use the Shadow Chaser. So using Shadow Chaser on enemies, you will start to steal energy from them, which means you get spirit every 0.1 second for 30 seconds. And doing that on multiple enemies will, get you quite high on the spirit. It's a little bit longer to set up, because you have to hit multiple, and then you'll just hold it down. And you'll never have any issues with the spirit. So doing this, you'll be able to throw your all your skills at the same time, holding down for the Lucky Star, no problem. So if you do like to have 4 skills in a macro with the Shadow Cutter, you'll need to play around with Shadow Chaser to have the spirit regen on you. Definitely a fun thing to try out with the build. You are using 4 skills, as I said. In between the Shadow Cutter, you're going to be using Lucky Star in that macro. Definitely pretty good, skill build, I would say. If you plan on min-maxing, then I would say you can skip this, so you can increase more damage into doing Lucky Star and Star Flurry and Star Chaser only, or going with the Fragmented Star, for example. I probably should showcase the Fragmented Star as well. So the Fragmented Star is pretty much the same as Shadow Cutter at the moment, but the good part with it is that it has a large AoE. So as you can see, it spams the stars only, which is good for AoEing. And then when you're out of it, you start using the Lucky Star macro instead. This will net slightly higher damage because of the high damage of the Fragmented Star for the burst phase, and then you fill up with the Lucky Star to regain your SP back. And as for Shadow Cutter, I think that's going to be a bit troublesome to play around with, in my opinion. I feel like it's slightly difficult to maintain the DPS that you get from the fragmented in comparison. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It just means that you either focus on fragmented or you either focus on shadow cutter at this point. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was a little bit helpful for assassins that are playing right now. Assassins is really good when it comes to macro, as you've seen over there. I don't have to bother using Star Chase or Star Flurry. I just hold down one button and it uses up either, you know, both of those skills while I'm holding down for Lucky Star or for Fragmented Star. Or if you're planning on using the 4 skill macro, then you have Shadow Cutters being used with Lucky Star and the 2 other skills. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful for all the assassins, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll be covering up for the level 50 build. Hopefully I don't screw up or do anything wrong, because I'm still learning a little bit more about assassin myself.